right? But of course, I'm going to turn it around and talk to you about you. So, firstly, before we get into that, My Perfect Eid, Colors of Hope is an organization that you head up, right? So, what is Colors of Hope?
Well, Colors of Hope is a religious info, and we're all about making differences in the lives of people in whichever way we work in South Africa, locally, internationally, wherever we can with everyone.
Yeah. All right. The line's not that great, but hopefully we'll try and get through it. So we've challenged you to deliver, your thoughts on what for you is a perfect Eid. So it's always, of course, it's a vision, right? It's a vision, it's a wish list, right? So in the context of where you are now, what for you is your perfect Eid?
Well, I think my perfect Eid is usually centered around being with awesome people. For me, it's company over food or.
Losing Sauda, that line's but a huge pity. Hopefully we'll try and reconnect with her in just a moment. By the way, just talking about other things, I mean, two things come to mind. The interview I did with Dr. Shoaib Wadi, basically all the interviews, that they are available as a podcast, right? So you can go to the Salam Media website, you'll find all the interviews we've done as podcasts, also available on Facebook if you go to the Salam Media page, and then on the Salam Media YouTube page. And that's whether it's Al Ansar, Salam Media, One Nation FM, Salam Media, Voice of the Cape, Salam Media, all of those things connected, you can find those, right? So that's the thing. Now, I want to make reference to the point about Dr. Shoaib Wadi from the Islamic Medical Association. He's the deputy president there. I spoke to him yesterday, and I think he said was it yesterday or the day before, some really important issues that he raised around safety, the do's and don'ts around what you should be doing on the day of Eid purely from a COVID point of view. Okay, I would suggest that you go to the website, and maybe I'll tweet the link as well just now, and post it on Facebook on my personal pages. So follow me, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, because I'm on all three of those. Because that the numbers last night went up to 2,700. So we're not yet in the third wave, but it's imminent. Okay, and you do not want to be in a position where the meeting of family during Eid sparks off and accelerates the arrival of the third wave, because the bottom line to all of this is this: if people are going to get infected, that's one thing, but you don't want all people to get infected at the same time, because then the hospitals can't cope when people need specialized treatment, because that compromises patients. And it has done that. It has done it in South Africa in the first and second wave. It's certainly done that in India as well. Very, very topical. So do not be the propeller for that third wave. So there's lots of do's and don'ts. And my bottom line to all of that is we are stronger together, but we're safer apart. Work that out. Stronger together, safer apart. Sauda Ismail, you're back with us, right? Hopefully on a better line.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I've got to move around, or can you hear me better now?
Well, that's fine. Then let's go with it and see what we can do. Right. So I was asking about My Perfect Eid, and perhaps just take it again from the top. Like, what for you is your perfect Eid?
Right. So my perfect Eid is usually centered around being with awesome people, my family, friends. For me, it's always company over food or clothes. We can always be together. So I'm not gonna lie, it's not a perfect Eid. My brother and sister and myself are just in 3 provinces. We can always see each other on Eid. So whatever we can do, we'll make do. So my perfect Eid would be having my dad back at my table, but that's not possible. And so when I can't make it and be with my family, my Eid circle is usually, it will be my mom, myself, my kids, and a sister or two, a single mom and a kid, and that's it. If I can't make it perfect for me, I can try to be perfect for someone else.
I think that's so important. Yeah, and perhaps lastly, what's your message to people listening? So one thing is you internalizing it, and you made the point about your father, but you can't get him back. So that's a reality. Yeah. It's like perfect, imperfect scenario, but it doesn't mean you can't inspire others. So what's your Eid message then to people listening to us right now? What would you like to tell them?
My Eid message is, just take each day as you have Eid. Be thankful that you're actually alive. And so many of us have been through COVID. So many of us have lost. Just be grateful for what you have. We also in a position where we have so much, and you look at and you look at whatever Ummah is going through. And there are so many difficulties. So just make it important for your family, for yourself. Make it happy for somebody else, and and remember others that don't have what you have. That's it. You're not saying don't enjoy it at all. Be moderate. If you have a lot, split it with somebody who doesn't have. That's my message.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's leave it at that. I mean, thank you for your time and appreciate you giving off your time and sharing, your Perfect Eid challenge and others as well. Most appreciated, inshallah, from your side and your family. Eid Mubarak to you and the family, and go on inspiring people with colors of hope, but just even your words of hope, which you've done just now as well.
Shukran. Thank you. And the same for you.
Thank you. Perfect. That's Sauda Ismail from Colors of Hope with her, my perfect Eid. So what is your perfect Eid? And send me that message via WhatsApp, text or voice note. I do stress that I prefer the voice notes because they're just so much more authentic, but it doesn't mean that you can't send a text message if you don't want to do the voice note, right? And the WhatsApp number 061 766 0355. The other one, of course, any thoughts on what for you has been the biggest takeout on this show, the Ashraf Garda show, all through Ramadan, considering it's the last day of Ramadan and therefore the last day of this show. Now, talking about other important issues, what about a rather unique setup of a community in South Africa, community in Johannesburg, in Greenside, that is, which and what they've done Muslims during Ramadan and how others have come to support them. We'll talk about that in a moment.
Mornings with Ashraf Garda. Connect on Twitter at Ashraf Garda.
The COVID-19 pandemic has impacted thousands.
We're now being told by our teams and staff on the ground that the situation is becoming quite dire there.
Who now face economic hardship and turmoil across all sectors.
The majority of South Africans are now a lot more concerned in terms of putting food on the table.
Penny Appeal's support to thousands of families in South Africa, Malawi, Zimbabwe, Yemen and Palestine has been possible thanks to your support.
One thing we've done is make our intentions, decide that we want to make this difference.
Thousands more need our help in securing food to sustain their families. Feed our world with Penny Appeal to provide food security to communities in need. We are on the ground. Donate today towards a monthly food pack or breakfast daily to school-going children, or provide impoverished communities with sustainable vegetable gardens. Visit www.pennyappeal.org.za or call 031 1100 573. Penny Appeal. Small change, big difference.
Shimmer, sparkle, captivate. Nothing less than a masterpiece. Droplets of gold inspires precious design. Platinum bursts with intricate freshness, and every pure diamond becomes more than just a girl's best friend. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, where timeless dreams become a reality. Come to us. We tailor-make designer gold, platinum, and diamond jewelry. Trade in or remodel your old gold. Clad yourself with classy name-branded watches. We offer insurance valuation and freezer card calculation. Visit us at 534 Ridge Road, Overport, or call 031 208 9142. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, manufacturers of fine gold and diamond jewelry.
The best charity is that which is given in Ramadan. Support Gift of the Needy with their family hamper distribution from just 1,600 Rand in South Africa, Mozambique and Malawi. Standard Bank. Gift of the Needy 272-327-654. Visit www.giftoftheneedy.com to donate online and view our projects. Gift of the Needy, bringing ease to those in need.
DoosieMed Medicine Depot Retail Pharmacy and Emergency Medical Depot. Conveniently situated in the DoosieMed Medical Center, Corner Burger and Boshoff Street, Pietermaritzburg. We provide safe, affordable